Being a new parent is hard at times and feelings can always bubble over, especially when we feel tired. Our psychologist has put together a few simple exercises that you can do to help you feel a little more relaxed and in control of how you are feeling. You don't need any special equipment for these. You'll be learning how to calm yourself using your body and things that you already have to hand. These are tried and tested in the world of psychology and completely safe for you to use, apart from when driving or if you're feeding your baby. Have a try and see which ones suit you best. These exercises are brought to you by Derbyshire Family Health Service, part of Derbyshire Community Services NHS Foundation Trust.
Hi everyone, here's another exercise taken from a branch of psychology, which it's an approach that's all about helping with overwhelming feelings, which we all have, don't we, from time to time, and in particular during this period, being pregnant, having had a baby, it can be really tricky sometimes to ride those waves of emotions that come up. So I'm just going to briefly introduce you to a little concept called TIPP, which is TIPP, and each of the letters stands for a different strategy that you can use when you're feeling overwhelmed. So we'll work through each of them in detail, and I'll give you a little bit of information about each of these strategies. So the first strategy is T, temperature. Now, what we know about cold temperatures is that they can really activate the parasympathetic nervous system. So this is within all of us, it's in all of our bodies, it's part of our biology. And it is all about soothing and calming down the nervous system itself. So the nervous system is the system in us that regulates emotions, but it's the risk manager. It's the alarm system in our bodies. So that's when everything fires off and becomes quite heightened and overwhelming. You know, when we feel anxious or just generally unsettled. So the parasympathetic nervous system is our body's inbuilt structure, mechanism for calming this system down. So T is for temperature. And what we know is cold temperatures activate the parasympathetic nervous system and help settle that risk manager that's going off, that alarm system. So if you're able to change your body temperature when you feel overwhelmed, it can really settle things down inside of you. A great thing to do would be to have a shower that's cold. I know that sounds very, very tricky, but maybe just a shower of cold water that reaches your toes, or where you put some cold onto your arm. You don't have to get fully under the shower unless you're super brave. Another thing that you can do is get a cold flannel, or a sponge or something cold, even just running your hand under the cold tap and then placing your hand on your chest. So either a cold hand on the chest, a cold flannel on the chest, basically with a bit of firm pressure just on the chest, in between the neck and the breasts. You can really activate that parasympathetic nervous system by cooling yourself down. It's also possible to cool yourself down by running a cold tap and placing your wrists underneath the cold tap, because we have acupressure points there. So if you're able to do that, that can also really soothe you, calm you down quite quickly. All right, so moving on to I. So I is for intense exercise. Again, we know that this can really, really help combat overwhelming feelings. If you are someone that likes to do running or goes to the gym, then, just even 10 minutes of doing this can really, really help when you're feeling overwhelmed. Trying to build that into your day somehow. Now, obviously, taking care of a baby, it's not always possible to be making that sort of time for yourself, especially initially. So even something as simple as 100 star jumps in one place. Although, again, not always ideal after having a baby to be doing star jumps. So running on the spot, whatever you're able to do physically, just for a few minutes, 10 minutes, can be really, really helpful and can not only distract you from the way that you're feeling, but also there's evidence that the hormones that you release when you're doing more intense exercise can really calm down your nervous system. All right, moving on to the first P. So this P is for paced breathing. This is breathing in slowly and deeply for a count of 5 and then holding and releasing. So if you can sit gently somewhere quietly, just close your eyes if you want to. If you don't want to, that is absolutely fine. But just breathing really slowly in for 5 and then release. So doing that a few times can really, really help. It's another fast track to calming down the nervous system. The final P out of the TIPP is progressive muscle. This is all about squeezing your muscles in turn, clenching, sort of a fist, curling up your toes, tensing muscles all over your body and then releasing. And again, what we find is that this has particular physical benefits when you're feeling overwhelmed. It can really help to release some of that tension that you might be holding in your body and not realise that you're holding in your body. So, to recap, TIPP, 4 really simple skills for managing overwhelming feelings that you can use anytime, night or day, when you're feeling overwhelmed. Number 1, lower your body temperature. Number 2, intense exercise. Number 3, paced breathing. And number 4, progressive muscle relaxation. These are all tried and tested on adults, children. Anyone can use these ideas. Enjoy using them. See what you think. Give them a try.
If you're struggling with your well-being during pregnancy or with your baby and you feel like you need some support, you can contact Derbyshire Family Health Service on 01246 515100 and make an appointment with a health visitor. You can also text us on 07507 327769. This is a confidential text messaging service for parents-to-be and parents and carers of 0 to 5-year-olds, providing advice and support from one of our healthcare professionals from Monday to Friday, 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m, excluding bank holidays. You can also visit our website at derbyshirefamilyhealthservice.nhs.uk.